Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. So it's Saturday morning. I got a couple things I got to do. I'm gonna go cut the back side of the dam at the bamboo site, but I'm just cutting it with a lawnmower. So it's too much trouble for the skid steer, and if I take the skid steer over there, I got to charge a lot more money. So yeah, I'm just and then I got to go do one of the commercial ones, right? All this stuff, small stuff. So I had a lot of video from yesterday because I didn't do no work and I was in the truck a lot. So I went over to the Ford dealer, and maybe I'll insert some clips from that journey or whatever. But basically, I went over there and they actually had the truck in the actual shop, you know, so they told me what it was. Just well, you know, it seems like there's a lot of unknowns still, but they said one of the modules, body module or something like that, that affects all the stuff that was going wrong. So they think that'll fix it. That's what the tech said. That's what the tech told me. I went around the you know, the organizer guy. When I pulled up yesterday, the tech guy was standing up there at the counter too, and I started talking to him about, oh yeah, you're the one with the water in the F-250, and I'm like, yeah. So he said, yeah, I'm working on that, and he went on to tell me, well, a lot of mechanic mumbo jumbo, you know, and I don't really know a whole lot about electrical in these trucks and how one thing can affect the other. Anyway, long story short, he's gonna replace that module that I've talked about. I can't remember the name of it, and he said that should fix it. He said that the part's on order, and the part will be in you know, Monday or Tuesday. Truck should be ready by Tuesday, Wednesday, which means the part will be in on Tuesday, Wednesday, and the truck will really be ready by Friday, Saturday, or Monday the next week. So that's the thinking. 20 now they couldn't give me an exact price, but they're saying somewhere right around the $2,100 range, and that will also include a new key fob and everything. Hell, the key fob's $400. So we're right around where I kind of, you know, where my mechanics and all were telling me, you know, $1,500, $1,600. So it ain't nice for sure, but you know, can't replace the truck for $2,000. So even if I have to straight out pay it, now what I'm gonna do, I sent the email over to Safelight telling them about, I won't know how much it costs until they're actually done with it, because he says, and I don't know, you guys can comment, he says that once they fix that, they're gonna test everything, and he said it could be a little deeper than that. They just don't know until they got to replace that first. He said that's a given, that's got to be replaced. He said it, but excuse me, but the tech guy said, I think once I replace that module, and I've mentioned the module name before, it ain't none of this a surprise of what it is or nothing. We know the water was coming in through, and we know exactly where it was coming in at. So that was my biggest thing, is getting high price mechanics and specialists or all that, and they're looking over here, you know, when really everything needs to be focused on this side first, you know. And of course the dealers that going in all this mumbo jumbo talking about, well, it could be, you know, I said, no man, it's all right here, dude. Anyway, so we'll see. I'm gonna have to deal with Safelight. Now I'm not taking it to another Ford dealer or none of that. They're gonna fix it and I'm gonna pay them. Now I did send word via email to the owners over there of the Safelight, where, you know, their insurance is going to cover it. I mean, their insurance would have even covered me getting a rental. Imagine if I'd had a rental car, how much that would have cost the insurance for 3 or 4 weeks. And still, you know. So I'm hoping, like I've said before, so I sent them the email telling them about what the Ford dealer said it would cost, and to the owner of that Safe Flight branch, and he emailed me right back, and he said, okay, it sounds good. And you know, so now that's a big difference in that, doing that, and actually somebody writing a check. You know, writing the check's a little bit more well, people don't want to write no check if they ain't got to. So okay y'all, so I'm over here at the bamboo site, and y'all know there ain't too much more bamboo left. All this right here used to be woods, and some tree guys came in here and putwooded all the pines, and then there was about 40 or 50 stumps, and I used my T190 to dig all the stumps out because the bamboo was growing and you couldn't dig the bamboo up because it was growing between all the stumps. And I didn't have a stump grinder. I dug them all out with the T190. Good paying job, but that just tells you the magnitude of what we've been doing over here. And not just me, but him too. So same thing with over there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going down to the pond, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to set you guys up somewhere on the pond, on the dam, and I'm going to do the pond dam. What you can't cut with the lawnmower is where it comes around the trees. If you look, it's not real bad over here, but if you look, you see anywhere the bamboo always grows where you can't get to it on the reg, right? Always, man. So you see all up in here, see the grade is not friendly, so well, that's a nice, that's a thick piece of steel right there, ain't it? I might grab that one. I don't remember that. So, there's a few things I need to modify, but you see it'll grow up between the trees and all the places you can't get with a lawnmower where the grade is not friendly or whatever. So I mean, you know, you can't, I mean, I can't, we can do nothing but cut that off. I can't dig around that tree. And I don't really know, once you plant this stuff, y'all, don't do it, man. Don't do it, dude. It costs a lot of money, and they got videos on YouTube on how to remove it, and you'll notice that if you got an acre of that shit, the wall, you're in trouble. So now we'll just let all this grow back in. I'll pretty much put that dirt from there, you know, spread it all around out here. So y'all, I got a video on that. I just got the skeleton mower with me today, just a rough cut, blades and everything. So this is the newest mower that I have. It's got like, I don't know, it's dirty though, from where we were using it on that job last week. Laser Z X Series 60-inch deck. Y'all know the big pumps of the X Series. This has got the 29 horsepower Cowie. It also has the adapt system. So, you know, this is just one of my mowers. I really, by law, should have bought one of the other mowers. This is the newest one, but this is the one that I've been, you know, that I've kept fuel running through it. The other ones have been sitting, and I turned the fuel off, you know, from the gas tank and let them run out of fuel. But and one of them's in the shipping container. So this is just the go-to mower, man. It's just the one I like to run. But I'm not, you know, it doesn't. See, another thing I wanted to point out to you guys. I mean, see, we've been up in some crazy stuff with this mower, and I knew I was gonna have to. It's such a beautiful day though, y'all, for real. See, stuff like this right here just will burn your belt up. So this belt right here, y'all, no lie, this belt right here, I will put a picture of it. Has been on this mower a couple hundred hours. Well, maybe not a couple hundred hours, maybe 100 hours or so, something like that. I got video. I don't know right offhand how many hours on it when I got it, but I made sure to document. This is one of the aftermarket belts, and this belt here is $36, man. Yeah, and I haven't, and I'm a seasoned vet, and I have not noticed any difference in it. None, except for the price. So this is a good mower. One thing I got to get for this mower, it's not under warranty, I got to get another throttle cable. This thing right here, it kept sliding back, right? So what I had to do is I needed to be forward, and the dealer didn't have none of these. It was last summer, and I said, okay, I'll just wait. And so I rigged it up where it stays wide open all the time, and maybe that's another reason why I'm the only one on this mower. You can't pull this back. I got it blocked off because it kept running half throttle, and they didn't have the cable. And it was the end of the season. I was, just trying to wrap things up, and I didn't want to take the time to fool with it. So, so this is just a piece of the lawn, the lawn gig. I don't need a blower today. I do a lot of stuff like you're seeing right here. And I don't want to say a lot, y'all, but that's what I got in the very beginning. And I didn't know what kind of yards I would be able to do, right? I didn't know any of those things that I know now. So these are the type of properties, not this one in particular, but these are the type of properties with big areas that I was getting in the very beginning. And so I just, I didn't know what I didn't know, and I just kept buying this, the 60-inch mowers from my folks over there at Jack Peaks. And yeah, that's the 921 with the twills. Well, those are not twills, those are whatever Exmark calls them. This thing needs a bath, but mechanically, everything's on point. Brand new air filter, oil's been changed, fuel filter. So, and I run good gas in these during the winter, because I only usually just keep one. The other ones I just winterize, if you will, basically turn the fuel, the fuel off and crank it up and let it run out of fuel, and then turn the key off. That's winterizing a mower to me. I don't know about y'all. And down here where I'm at, but it doesn't ever really get stupid cold or nothing. I don't take the batteries out or anything like that, but I can see where the batteries and all would be a problem. But I've never noticed any kind of lag and none of that. So yeah. What else? Now this trailer right here. This trailer is. You look at the trailer and say, "Oh, that's just a regular lawn trailer." Well, yeah, it is, but it's got 5,500 pound axles. So of course, brakes too. Most lawn trailers, what they would consider a lawn landscape trailer, for mowers, they have two 3,500 pound axles. So, and I have went through them, and I've bent the axles and have a lot of trailer tire problems and stuff. But I have not had any problem with these. You see, you got 11,000 pounds you can put on this thing now. So in theory, I don't know, but in theory, this thing will hold the skid steer. In theory. Now, if you did that, you're gonna bend that all up, But it's gonna be, yeah, you're not gonna want to do that. But in theory, it will. If you order a landscape trailer and you're going to be putting big boy mowers on that with the big tires, see, these tires are really heavy. They're heavier than the factory tires. They're really, really heavy. I said heavy. So that changes everything about the mower as far as weight. I don't know how many more 100 pounds that with both tires, I don't know. I'd say it makes it a little heavier, especially in the rear because you already got the engine. But they figured all that, and that's why you got the flat spot on the trailer. See, like it's almost like a mini track, right? And that's what I like about these. These right here have over 600 hours on them. These, just so y'all know. And these are the Tractus tires by Exmark. The Michelin ones are just as good, so I wouldn't be surprised if Michelin don't make those. But anyway, I'm gonna get on the mower. I could yak all day long. I'm gonna put my phone in the truck because y'all see all of this down to the bamboo line. And the reason the bamboo is so hardcore in there, and that's not the property line's right along in there where that tree line is at the bottom of the dam. And it kind of goes like that all the way. Well, look how big the bamboo is in there. I mean, it's 6 inches in diameter. And that's because you can't get in there and dig none of it out because of the trees. This whole dam here was covered like that. I cleared all this off with the T190. Stumps, trees, stumps, everything. This was, I'm gonna try to find a picture, y'all. This area right here, this road right here, the top of the dam, you could not drive through here. There was, I mean, there was a path, but it wasn't nothing like this. I took all the trees off of that bank, and a lot of those I just cut off because digging on that is kind of sketchy. But on this backside, I dug them all out just like I did up in the front. And I'm gonna try. I know I got time lapse of me and Bo over here, and the T190 doing what it do. So yeah, and that's all part of the learning on like for now. You know, when I think back on jobs like that I've done and I've seen, and you learn little things that I didn't know then that I do know now. And you should get paid more money by knowing those things. Okay, they don't want to pay you more money by knowing those things. I get that. So way I look at it is knowing those things makes me prepare and know what to avoid. So if they don't want to give me extra, I'll make extra by saving time. That's the concept. But you got to learn what the machine can and can't do. Now, you on this right here, it's a little sketchy on a skid. It's a little sketchy. I wouldn't want no 1 year skid steer guy to get on that with not on my machine. You got to keep it. You got to keep it. Yeah. And if it's any kind of wet, you ain't gonna do it. Now, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna turn the camera off and then back on when I get down there. I'm gonna show y'all how sketchy it really is over here. But I'm gonna put y'all up in one of the trees over there on the other side, because there's really not no trees over here. And we're gonna hit this real quick, and I'm gonna clean up. You know, I'm just gonna use the mower to push the blade. Now, if you're on a skid steer, this is super steep. You know, even on this lawnmower, it's steep. I can work it, but you got to be paying attention. But you see, if you slide down through there on the skid steer, you're gonna fall right off into that creek down there. And dude, it could be bad. You could get hurt, man, for real. You might flip the machine, man. It's a big drop right there. So I don't think I've ever put Chucky on this. I've been cutting it with a lawnmower because I know I can cut it with a lawnmower. So, and if I bring the skid over here for that, then I mean, it's going to cost him a lot more money. I mean, you know, I'm going to be at, well, more money. I don't even know what I charge him for this right here. But we're going to get it down. Okay, y'all, so it's all good until it ain't. So the mower's stuck over there on the dam. I had to walk all the way up here, country freaking mile, to my truck. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull down there and pull the mower out. I got down at the bottom of that slope, just like I was saying, telling you guys, and yeah, and there I am, you know, got too close, and it ain't that I'm stuck, well, I'm stuck, but it's because of all the wood down there. So you know, I'd rather have a mower stuck like that than a skid. Well, a skid wouldn't have got stuck. But y'all see, a skid's not really necessary for that as long as we do it pretty regular, you know, at least 3 or 4 times a year. Okay, so I backed down to where I could get it with the trailer. I'm on pretty solid ground with the truck. Go from the tie down over there to the mower to the factory spot on the mower where they, well, I guess they pick them up, drag them, whatever. So let the brake down, and I'm just going to pull it out this way. I don't really have a way where to put this camera because I don't have a mount for it. So. I knew it was going to drag it, man, but I can't take a chance on getting, you know, there's no tree or nothing up here I could put a pulley on, so I had to pull it at an angle. So we're gonna get on it and see if it'll move. By law, I should have a chainsaw over here with me, and I don't. So yeah, let's see if I can. Okay, y'all, so I got that done. Now we'll be back over here next week to cut the whole kit and caboodle, but I wanted to cut the dam before it rained. What do y'all think I should? What do y'all think I should charge to cut that dam? What would y'all charge to cut it? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. I'm curious. Y'all saw it. I mean, you know. Y'all saw where I got stuck too. See? Well, you can't charge a customer because you got stuck. No, what you do is you charge. What you do is you charge for the sketchiness of it. Okay, y'all. So normally I spray this right here, this ditch, and I'm going to spray it today. But just FYI, what I like to do when it looks this bad, I know the wind's blowing. What I like to do when it looks this bad, right? You got to get some instant gratification in there. You can't charge somebody and when you leave it look like that. Even though the spray is going to work, sometimes the spray is not as very consistent, especially early in the season. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here with a weed eater, get the trash out of there, you know, and weed eat it, and then just mist it before I leave. It doesn't work as good that way, but you know, Also, what I'm gonna do is when I cut this grass here, I'm gonna go this way and that, back and forth this way, and I'm gonna blow all the debris, the grass. It's gonna be thick because I'm cutting it short. But the first thing I'm gonna push it all the way to the ditch. So then when it rains tonight, it'll carry all that dead grass away. So yeah. Okay, y'all, so y'all see I didn't do much today, but I got a lot done, if that makes sense. Things that are, I don't know, just trying not to let things get built up any, and when all the properties real close by, that's a no-brainer.